To discuss more about the travel portal industry, we are now joined by Amal Purandare, Head India Operations .com. Amal, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
What are the online travel portals? How do they work? Because during these 2 to 3 years, we have seen a large opportunity also in that sector.
Well, online travel portals are nothing but websites, where customers can come and book their travel services online. So at the back end, the online travel portals are integrated with several hotels and airlines, whereby in terms of availability of rooms or seats in case of airlines, and also fares are obtained. And at the front end, the customers can basically use the search option. For example, anyone wants to go from Mumbai to Delhi, they can just type the details that they want, press a search option, and all the flight details will be displayed. The option which is most suitable can be chosen, and the payment can be made by credit card. Within less than a half a minute, the person has e-ticket in their email inbox. Thus, the bookings for travel services is instant, quick, and very competitive in terms of fares and rates.
What are the changes or trends you observed during all these years after launching Azu.com? Because there are many travel portals, and customer, they are like bombarded with all messages and all.
I agree that there are promotions which are slightly overdone than what they should, but at the same time there are several distinct advantages of booking through online travel portals, because an offline shop closes at 6:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, but if there is an emergency booking to be done after that, then online travel portals are very important in that regard. Secondly, an online travel portal is a global shop. Anybody from anywhere in the world can book a ticket, by the virtue of which there are an online travel portal always has higher volumes as compared to an offline player. Now, since they have higher volumes, they can go to the airlines and hotels and negotiate better rates, discounts, and better deals. So the rates of online travel portal for travel services are very low. These have to be promoted, because if they are not told to the customers, then there is no way they can realize it. But I agree with you. The customers the companies are slightly overdoing it in terms of SMSs and promotions.
So the travel shoppers are very price conservative sector, and in this very competitive arena, do the brand loyalty or it works for these portals?
There is very, very little brand loyalty in this sector. I wouldn't say if somebody is booking tickets to Arju, the next time also he will just blindly go and book tickets to Arju. I'm sure people will check 3-4 online travel portals and check for the rates and other aspects. There is a section of people who like the service of a certain travel portal, and they stick to that travel portal only. So there is brand loyalty, but I think it's not as much as in other segments or industries, like let's say a Sony TV or any other, even a Colgate toothpaste. People just go blindly ask for that, or a Cadbury chocolate. There is no such kind of brand loyalty here in the travel sector.
Profitability and revenues are ensured in terms of these travel portals.
As I said, we have huge volumes by the virtue of the fact that we are global shops. Anybody from anywhere in the world can book tickets. So by the virtue of this fact, we can negotiate very high discounts in travel deals. Once we get good deals, we mark up that price with whatever little margin that we can. There are wafer thin margins here. This is not a sector or an industry where huge margins can be earned. And those pretty much are our margins. The industry is a very low margin but a very high volume industry. So the secret of making profits in this industry is one needs to have high volume, at the same time keep the costs under control, because that is very important. You can't splurge money in marketing and beyond the point, and then at the end of it you don't have money to run your operations. So once again, just to repeat, the secret is high volumes and low cost.
Up to 2007, it was difficult to raise funds for the travel portals. The venture capital not easily available to the portals. But now the situation, I think, that changed. Many travel portals are there tapping the primary markets also. What is your view on that?
I agree with you. People were looking at it with a bit of a skepticism, because ultimately it's xyz.com, arzu.com or other portals.com. So the .com fear, if I can call it, was still there in the minds of investors. But after 3.5 years of successful business in the industry, Arzu is close to breaking even. We'll be breaking even next month. And looking at the success of the online travel portals, I believe the investor confidence and the investor views have changed. This is, if you ask me, the only among the very, very few sectors or the industries in the country which is growing at a very high rate, very rapid rate. Otherwise, you won't see a break-even within 3 to 4 years in any other sectors of the industry. And this is bound to grow, because people are realizing the importance of booking online over offline companies.
What are your future plans and diversification?
Well, basically, I don't think we have yet reached, glass ceiling. And to be honest, there's no glass ceiling in this business, because we all know that tourism is growing exponentially in India and everywhere in the world. Plus, there's a lot of conversion from offline to online. Okay, and that is adding to our growth. So the plan A obviously is to ensure that we get our growth is consistent and rapid, and the growth is sustained over the years. The kind of growth we had in 3 years was amazing. They surpassed all our expectations, and the kind of growth continues as we go along. At a later date, obviously, not only with our company but with others, I'm sure there will be mergers and acquisitions which will be coming to a bit like the mobile telecom industry. There will be mergers and acquisitions and consolidations happening. There will be IPOs coming out. So are not different from anybody else. I think these things are bound to happen, and these things are typical of companies which have very high growth rate.
Thanks, Amal. Thanks for the update and views on the travel port industry.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Indian Electrical and Electronics